They talk what the babes be talking. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of BAE Talk. As you see, I'm recording a little bit later this time, and you see me all dressed up and fancied up for my Friday night. Hope y'all out there, getting drunk on a Friday as well. Late start, motherhood, work, all that type of stuff. And a girl had to go get a little fresh haircut. Shout out Gary for, lining me up because my barber was busy. So your girl had to get a little shape up, edge up, whatever the barbershop lingo is. I'm still learning. So I hope y'all have a great weekend, by the way, and a great Friday night. Take a shot for me because I'll take one for you too. Okay. So word on the street. Word on the street is that Trey Songz don't want to do no versus battle. I like Trey Songz. Do I like him enough of his songs to where he should do a versus battle? No, but that's just my opinion. He got some little bangers. I do rock with Trey Songz a little bit, but not that much. So honestly, I don't feel like we're really missing anything. But, I don't know his reasonings. I didn't feel like listening to his reasons on why he didn't want to do it. God, I don't know who he'd be against. And I know Chris Brown also didn't want to do it as well. To each his own, that's y'all's choice. But I have been enjoying the people that they've been putting together to battle it out or do their verses. And at the same time, it shouldn't be really a versus. No one's really better. I don't want to say someone is better than anyone else. It's just the fact that us as a culture can come together and share our music and our genre and go back to back with our greatest hits. That's just amazing. It's just a vibe, really. All of them have just been a straight vibe. So yeah, even when they did the Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight one, it wasn't really it was just great listening to all of the old music. It was just a vibe, just the throwback. The same thing with Monica and Brandy. It was just nice to get that vibe, that 90s feel, that old feel that you got back when you were listening to it back then. So it is what it is. That's just me. Cardi B celebrated her 28th birthday last week. Go girl. And we all saw that she got a little wild. That ain't nothing, Cardi. It ain't nothing. And like she said, she's not ashamed. She went out and said that she used to be a stripper. So everybody seeing her titties ain't nothing new. And by the way, they just titties. Why y'all gonna judge her for posting a picture of her titties? Those are hers. That's her body. What you got to say about it? They ain't yours. And you didn't have to look. Okay? That's her body. I understand being embarrassed about it. She didn't mean to upload it. But at the same time, nobody should be trashing her and talking bad about her for posting a pic. Y'all been doing some worse more than others. Okay. But Offset bought her a Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce? Yeah, there you go. Bought her that for her birthday. Even though, she's supposed to be divorcing him. They married. Because now also we hear back that they're getting back together and they're working things out. They're married. I pass no judgment on what married people choose to do in their relationship because you're married. I don't condone abusive relationships. But that's their life. Nobody's living their life right. Everybody is doing to which they want. And just like she said, they're just celebrities with their life all in the limelight to where people can comment on it. But we all know we have friends or been that person or know people that are in that same little roundabout roller coaster. We all know people like that. So you can't really judge. And especially if you've been through it yourself. So I pass no judgment. I hope that they're happy and all is well. They're happy. So, and it's not our relationship. So what we got to really say about it? But to each his own. Yeah, that's all I got for Word on the Street. I'd like to give my 2 cents on A Haunting of Bly Manor. It's on Netflix, y'all. If you like a scary movie or if you watched A Haunting on Hill House, that was fire. Bomb. I love scary movies or scary shows. I would say A Haunting on Hill House is the best scary series that I've ever seen in my life. I was legit scared. A Haunting of Bly Manor is kind of the same effect. It's a little more chill, not as scary, but it's still a little freaky. Towards the end, it's was that, right? So I loved it. I could have watched it all in one day. I think there's nine episodes and they're each an hour long. I watched it from 9 a.m. till about, I would say like noon, like late afternoon, like 2 to 3. I watched it straight through and only had 2 more episodes to go, but I had to take a break and, be mom. So I finished it up the next morning. Those last 2 episodes, I loved it. I was obsessed. I couldn't stop. I wanted to know why everything was happening. I wanted to know the ins and outs of everything. It was just a great show. So check it out if you have Netflix. If you don't subscribe to it, or get you a little subscription, pay your little $12 a month. Or I heard they took away their little 7-day free trial. So I'm sorry, y'all. But it's worth it. That show was amazing. So check it out. You won't be disappointed. Some people say they were. Some people said they didn't like it. My 2 cents, it's fire. And I would recommend, if you don't like scary movies, watch it during the day. I personally watched it during the day because I'd be scared low-key. So, that's just me. Pardon by T.I. and Lil Baby. Fire. Loved it. T.I. is not my favorite rapper. I actually don't care for him too much. But in Pardon, yes. Gucci Mane also dropped an album. It just came out today. I started listening to it while I was getting ready and while I was driving around today. For the life of me, it's an Ice Gang, something like that. Don't quote me. I think that's the name of it. I haven't finished watching it all the way, so don't judge me. But from what I heard, for the most part, I downloaded most of the songs. Flames, phone almost burst into flames. So you looking for new music, be sure to check out the new music they got out there. Just be careful, your phone might catch on fire. That's all I got to say. So I would like to take my time to shout out my motherfucking mentor. The person that made me who I am. The person who came up with Janaé the BAE. The person that pushed me into BAE Talk. The person that got me into Krown Jewels Podcast as Janaé the BAE, as a co-host, who got all of this fucking started. Fucking G-Mo the Great. Gary Grant, I appreciate you. I love you. You've been the best mentor. So here's my shout out for doing his thing, because he's been more than a mentor to me. He's been a great friend. He's a great barber. Line me the fuck up. Come on, Gary. Damn it. I love me some Gary. He is the head honcho behind Krown Jewels Podcast. If you haven't checked it out, it's available on YouTube. We have a group page on Facebook. We're also on Instagram. Check us out, Krown Jewels, KROWN Jewels. You know how to spell JEWEL Podcast, Krown Jewels Podcast. He is the head honcho in charge, but you'll also see myself on some of the later episodes that we record, Janaé the BAE, and then our other co-host, James the Gemini. Shout out to James. Hey. But yeah, we taking a little break. We're going to get back to Krown Jewels for those who love Krown Jewels, but I definitely got to shout him out. And also, he does photography. If you follow me on social media, you'll see that he also took some of my pictures with me and my daughter, and also my family photos. Hey, fam. They took a picture. He took our pictures. He's a great photographer. He knows all the hot spots. He's dope. He's professional. He's just great. Gary's just an all-around great guy, and I appreciate him, and I thank God for bringing him into my life, because he has brought so many things. He's so knowledgeable. He's such a king of the hustle. He really is. He knows how to hustle and make things happen. And there's nothing but creativity and greatness up there. So, Gary, I thank you. If you are looking for a great photographer for family photos, birthday photos, gender reveal, anything, or a videographer for anything, and you're looking for somebody, check out Gary Grant Photography. Gary, y'all should know how to spell that. Gary, Grant, Grant, just in case y'all think, his name is spelled crazy. It's spelled just how it sounds. Gary Grant Photography. You can find him on Facebook. Go ahead and have him as your photographer, your videographer for anything you need. Because he bringing it in. The word getting around. So go ahead and holler at him if you need him. Okay? But Gary, I love you. I appreciate you. You my dog. My motherfucking dog. So for BAE Talk, I have my question that I actually asked on Facebook. So forgive me, I got to bring it up on my little iPad here because I asked a question on Facebook. And I just want to get some of my viewers' responses to my question on Facebook. Doing something a little different this go round. My question was, what makes relationships so hard? And what's so hard about them? I don't understand now why nowadays a lot of people say relationships are hard. I can understand relationships being hard, especially after being single for so long and you're used to putting yourself first. I get it. I definitely get it. Do I feel like relationships should always be hard work and should feel forced? No. I feel like when it comes to a point of feeling forced, like, I think it's just time to let go. That's just me. Not when it gets hard. Because, of course, when it gets hard, all relationships are going to have their bumps in the road. But when you feel like you're literally forcing each other to be around each other, to stay together, and it's just work all day, every day, y'all fighting all day, every day. Me personally, that's just too much. I'm a happy, positive, optimistic person. And to be in a relationship like that would drag and pull me down. I've been in one before. Maybe a few, actually. I've been in some of those relationships before. So I know how that goes. But I have one of my friends, Facebook says, her name is Miss Flo. Putting someone else's feelings before your own while keeping that you have to put your own mental health first to be any kind of efficient to your significant other. That's true. Gary, dating the wrong person is what makes it hard. I agree. If they're just not meant for you, they're just not meant for you. Y'all just shouldn't be together. I had Hannah say, I feel like the right relationship shouldn't be quote unquote hard, which I agree. But I had Erica respond to that and say, I disagree wholeheartedly with that statement and truly feels this mentality is why so many relationships don't work. Maintaining any relationship is going to take work. It is hard. The best analogy I was ever getting in regards to relationships is you spend your whole life doing this dance and you meet someone else who spends their whole life doing a completely different dance. And then you come together and try to dance together. There are going to be toes that get stepped on and a few bruises and bumps along the way. But if you're both willing to work to figure it out, then it will work. I agree. And that's for relationships or friendships. You get with people or meet people in your life that do and work and operate and handle situations so much more different than you. That when y'all come together to try to be friends or in a relationship, y'all have to mesh and find a way to make things work. I agree with that. And to a point, I just feel like it shouldn't feel forced. Yes, they are hard. Don't get me wrong. Relationships can be hard, and especially as two people come together. But if that person is worth fighting for and learning to do that dance, the same, the different dance that they doing, then yeah, take time to work that out. And if they're worth it and they bring value and they benefit your life, for sure, stick it out. But if you feel like you're giving more than they're giving and you feel like the relationship is 90-10 or 80-20 and you keep trying to work it out, and they're just not giving in, you gotta kick rocks, baby, because you ain't for me. I also had, let me see. Brittany says that not putting God first in the center of your relationship. Hey, sis, and that's true. And then the lack of communication. I also agree with that. That is a reason. I also had someone say, Kendall said the struggle between independence and commitment. I agree with that as well. Byron, hey. He said, 3 things for me. I say me because I've been the reason. A man, in parentheses, me. Selfishness, lack of communication, and an unwillingness to treat her how you want to be treated. That's true. That is very true. Some men are very selfish and just don't want to put in the work and the effort to be with a woman. And that's just it. If you're not there, you're not ready, you're just not there already. Paul, nobody wants to keep anyone anymore. Agreed. I believe that people just don't value people anymore. People don't care to take the time to get to know one another anymore. People don't want to take the time to fix things with one another anymore. One argument can kill a friendship or relationship in a heartbeat. It's crazy to me. It blows my mind because I don't think life has always been that way. I don't know if maybe it's adulthood to where that's why it's like that. People nowadays, people not wanting to take the time to fix things. Who knows? But tell me what you think. Do you feel like relationships should be hard work? And if so, why not? Like, what is it that makes relationships so hard, especially for men? And a lot of men say they don't want to be in relationships because relationships are so hard and so much work. Do you feel that way? Let Bae know. Tell Bae what it is that makes relationships so hard, man. Please. Let me know. Comment. You throw it on my Facebook, on my little board. What's it called? Your little timeline. Let me know. Just let me know. I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to get into the male mind and also, the female mind too. I mean, I'm female, but we all think differently. That's all. So I just want to also throw out there, I'm doing something a little different for my next show as well. My next episode, I want to take time and get feedback from this question. So feel free to either call or email me with your point of view on this question, and you can leave me a voicemail. This is a little Google Voice email, so it's not my real phone number. So don't call my personal phone. Call this number so I can hear your voicemail and your answer or response to this, or send it to me in an email and I'll read it out. So my question is, do you believe in living together or shacking up before marriage? Why or why not? What could possibly go wrong? Why do you agree with it? Why do you not agree with it? Tell me your thoughts. I just want to hear your thoughts. And on my next show, I'm going to play your voicemail. Or if it's on the email, I'm going to read it off. And we're just going to sit and share some of your thoughts and feelings. Just want to hear from my viewers. The phone number is 469-209-9984. Get that? I'll say it again. 469-209-9984. I had to look because this is a new number. I don't know this number. I know my number. I don't know that number. I had to write that down. And then my email to reach me is abaybae16@gmail.com. Abaybae, A-Y-E. Oh, no, sorry. This is two Y's. AYYEBAEBAE16@gmail.com. I would have done it the same as my, what is the other thing? My Twitter, but somebody stole that name. Who could have stole that? It's just me. But again, it is abaybae16@gmail.com. AYYEBAEBAE@gmail.com. Please send me your responses so I can go ahead and play and read off your responses to that in my next show. So to end this with some pillow talk. Don't ever let a male put his motherfucking hands on you. That's all I got to say. That's how I'm going to end this show. I've seen this happen too much from friends and relatives. Don't let no nigga put his hands on you. You're too beautiful, too valued, too loved, too bomb as fuck, too badass to let someone disrespect you by putting their hands on you. Because tell me this, if a female were to try to fight you and put her hands on you, what's she gonna do to her? Fuck her up, right? That's just my thought. I mean, same for men. I'm not even gonna say just for women, because I know males can be abused as well. Men, if you got a female that's hitting and beating on you, don't take that shit. Fuck that. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, and females and men alike, you are too beautiful, too valued, and too loved to let anybody put their hands on you. You are loved. And if nobody told you that, Bae's telling you that. And God knows it too. Okay? Well, thank you for listening. I hope to see y'all for my next episode. I love y'all. Please don't forget to show love, subscribe, and share. And go back and watch my other 2 episodes if you haven't already. This is episode 3. Bae loves you. Giving you all the love and energy and positivity you need for the weekend and the week to come. And I love y'all. Bye.